Hello, have you tried to find a good horror novel lately? It is impossible to search any site for recommendations without seeing Stephen King's books popping up left and right. King's books are undoubtedly what comes to mind when we think of horror, but there's so many new great authors out there penning their own brand of supernatural terror. The great thing about horror novels is that there are so many different subgenres to choose from. Whether you are looking for ghosts, crazy cults, psychopaths or dystopians, there is something for everyone in these 10 tales. Many of these authors have written several books, so be sure to check out their other works. Now, here are 5 terrible tingles that you will want to read with the lights on. 1. Carolyn and her kin were raised by father. Father took them in subsequent to murdering and subjugating their folks. Father is a baffling and godlike figure who has shown his kids the mysteries of the universe, yet in addition rebuffed them in alarming ways. Presently Father is missing, and Carolyn initiates her companion Steve to help her in her journey to discover him. Goodness, what a book! It's hard to compose a summary for this novel since it's extremely not normal for anything out there and there's a considerable amount going on in the plot. The story, in any case, figures out how to stay quick-paced and funny alongside being dimly alarming and rough now and again. On the off chance that you like your shock with components of imagination and snapshots of unadulterated amusingness, you will appreciate The Library at Mount Char. 2. Grace and Jack are the perfect couple. Jack is a handsome lawyer who defends battered women. Grace is an elegant homemaker and beautiful dinner hostess. Jack gives Grace a beautiful home, exotic trips abroad, a new puppy to celebrate their engagement, and most importantly a room in their home for Grace's disabled sister. It doesn't give anything away to tell you Jack is a raging psychopath. The reader is made aware from the very beginning. What appears to the world as a beautiful marriage is a prison and hell on earth that Grace must somehow escape. The author is adept at ratcheting the suspense, and Jack is a truly despicable and terrifying villain. This novel is a frightening reminder that we truly don't know what's going on behind closed doors and in our neighbors' lives. 3. The Cabin Toward the End of the World is the second novel by Paul Tremblay remembered for this rundown. It won the Horror Writers Association's Bram Stoker Award for Novel in 2019. The epic has scarcely any characters and an apparently basic plot. A gay couple and their girl are remaining at their lakeside lodge when their end of the week is hindered by a threatening gathering of individuals showing up with natively constructed weapons. Brutality follows as the guests demand a penance must be made to spare the world from an end of the world. Are they coming clean? Or are they just crazy? The Cabin Toward the End of the World is definitely not an average home intrusion novel. The puzzling inspirations of the opponents leave you in tension and transforming pages late into the night. On the off chance that you like mental awfulness with a lot of blood and viciousness, this is a book you would prefer not to miss. 4. You've likely known about Annihilation as a result of the film, yet you may not realize that it's the principal novel in an arrangement called the Southern Reach Trilogy. Obliteration won the 2014 Shirley Jackson Grant for Best Novel, and the 2015 Nebula Award. 11 campaigns have gone into Area X, which has been a limited zone for 3 decades. The last known group kicked the bucket of disease in the wake of Restoring. The group before them turned on one another, and one group ended it all. The tale brings us into Area X with the 12th group, which comprises of 4 ladies, a scholar, a therapist, an anthropologist and a surveyor. The ladies are sick outfitted to manage what they may discover inside Area X, and they are being constrained by a mesmerizing proposal by the clinician. They don't have a clue when they showed up in Area X. and they don't have the foggiest idea whether they will ever have the option to leave. Even on the off chance that you've seen the film, you should understand Annihilation. It is a novel of existential frightfulness which is totally different from the film. The book brings up numerous issues and will leave you anxious to peruse the following portion in the set of 3. 5. Hex is about a town called Black Spring which is reviled by an old witch. The witch strolls around town among the living yet doesn't communicate with the townspeople. Her eyes and mouth are sewn closed, and legend says her joint should never be evacuated. She is a loosely held bit of information among Black Spring, yet her reality must be shielded from the outside world. Nobody can leave Black Spring, and newcomers must be driven away. These peculiar standards have been obeyed by the townspeople for quite a long time, until a gathering of youngsters choose to record video of the witch and her quality becomes a web sensation, causing a cataclysmic chain of events. Hex starts with some shudder-initiating symbolism of that witch, with her eyes and mouth sewn shut, just haphazardly showing up in individuals' homes in the night. The story is an alarming juxtaposition of folkloric bad dream versus advanced noxiousness. It's a novel that will panic you and make you think. Subscribe to the channel and click on the bell. See you soon, and don't be sick.